All right, guys, welcome aboard the new machine. I guess the cat's out of the bag now. I guess you all know what machine I ended up with now. And this is the maiden voyage. There's just a couple of miles on it, and just got in it basically for the first time. And doing kind of an easy trail today, just to kind of get myself used to things. The sheriff just stopped and asked me for my registration and everything, and told him that the machine was brand new and I didn't have any registration or anything. In Arizona, they changed how DMV works. You used to get your, a temporary plate and a temporary registration and everything when you buy something, and now you don't get anything anymore. But it does have insurance. I did get the insurance on it. I told him so. I go, look, I've got insurance on it. There's just no registration or anything. I don't have anything for it yet. It's brand new. And he goes, oh, okay, yeah, that's it looks brand new. I guess I believe you, and that was the end of that. And he told me to have a nice day, and off down the road he went, which was interesting. I remember a time where where they would really hassle you, but I think you guys are tuned in to see the new machine and how it works and what I think of it. And it's like one of those things, when it I did my research. God knows I did my due diligence before buying this. I definitely weighed the pros and the cons of it, and I think out of all the the two main machines, the Kawasaki Terex and the Honda Pioneer, I think that one could argue that I got the least reliable machine out of those machines. I guess you could argue that, and I don't really have a counter to it, so it's that is what it is on that. And that was the sheriff right there that stopped me right there. That was him. Just out here doing some enforcement, making sure that people behave. Lots of shooters and stuff out here as well, and trying to keep everybody safe. But since it's brand new, of course, my opinion right now is one of elation. I don't know how objective I could possibly be right now at this point in time, because I feel like I did my research. I attempted to make a deal more than once, and I took the deal that was the best. And this machine here, I got thrown into the deal a winch and a roof. They're on order when they come in. We will get those installed. The labor to install the winch was also included. And we're heading to the top of what is called, some people call it is Montana Mountain, but a lot of people refer to this to the trail that we're on as the Queen Valley Loop Trail, and that's what I've always called it. But I noticed that lately that other people call it Montana Mountain Loop. So depending on who you are, I guess that's what you call it, kind of thing. And we are heading to the top of this mountain, and there very well could be snow at the top of this mountain because it's much higher in elevation than we are. Is the temperature on here this time? Yep, temperature is 56 degrees according to the temperature reading. So yeah, it's a little cold. And I'm a little concerned about this GPS mount. I screwed it down to this flat part right here that appeared to be made for mounting like a radio or something. So I specifically, mounted it here because that's what it looked like to me, and it felt pretty strong. So that's what I did, and I'm hoping that I don't have any problems. But I think I would be happier if it were, mounted on the roll bar. And I may do that later. I've got a roll bar mount coming, and I may mount it, on the roll bar later, just for peace of mind. I don't know. It seems to be pretty solid right here. I'm not overly concerned about it yet, but I don't know, over the course of time, will that be a problem? I don't know. So I'm kind of torn on that situation. And unfortunately, there hasn't been any rain lately, so it's pretty dusty out here. I'm a little concerned about how cold it is. If it's already 56 degrees, I'm pretty certain that the top of this mountain is going to be in the 40s. And I don't really have the proper equipment for that temperature. So I'm a little concerned about how that's going to go down. But anywho, we're out here enjoying the new machine. This is I guess I should tell you what it is in case you guys haven't figured it out yet. It is a Can Am Maverick Trail, the 800 DPS model. So the thing that I was most concerned with is that it has power steering, and it does in fact have power steering, and all black. Not my first choice of colors, but like I was saying in an earlier video, is that right now you're lucky to find what you're looking for right now with the amount of machines that the dealers have. It's like one of those situations where you're kind of beggars can't be choosers right now. You get whatever they have in stock, and if you're not happy with whatever they've got in stock, well, you're gonna end up waiting. I decided to go with the black one. I couldn't find another one around. I was looking for the 1000, but couldn't find a 1000. And then I did some research, in some forums and Facebook groups, and found that most folks, they really can't, for normal trail ride, and they don't really notice the difference between the 800 and 1000 for those people that have tried both. So I got the 800, and like I said, I'm not trying to get anywhere. I'm not trying to get anywhere fast. I'm not trying to race nobody. So the 800 is more than I was expecting to get, because I set out to get the Terex 2, and that is a 700 cc, or no, that's a 800 cc, I believe, somewhere in there, 800 cc, or the Honda Pioneer 700, and that one is a 700, but pretty weak in the power department. So I ended up with more than I thought I was going to, and I smoked a pretty good deal on this thing too. It was like a week-long negotiation. I ended up buying it from Ride Now. I ended up buying it from Ride Now and Chandler. This thing kind of soaks up these bumps pretty good. I've got a rack that's coming that will go on the back to mount my box. You know, the box that was previously on my ATV. I kept that, and there's this like rack that you can get that you mount on the back of this thing that allows you to use my old box. So that's what I'm gonna do. Like, I'm really one of the things that surprises me is how quiet it seems to be, you know, compared to other side-by-sides I've ridden in. This one is pretty, you know, stays pretty quiet, which is a bonus. And I'm feeling no heat, which right now is kind of a negative because of how cold it is. It's pretty cold out here. This is much colder than somebody from Arizona is used to feeling. Oh man, this is just so much better than the ATV was, man. I should have got one of these to begin with. Actually, this wasn't out when I got my ATV. This came out a year after I bought my ATV. But yeah, I could have got a side-by-side, a Razor or something like that. Part of my reasoning behind not getting a Razor was just that it was a Polaris, and I just have sworn off Polaris. I made I just always said that I would never buy another Polaris again after the not only the experience that I had owning 3 Polaris in a row, but also the way the company treats its customers, or at least treated me, and didn't honor their warranty. Well, at least tried not to honor their warranty. They in fact did honor the warranty after I filed a small claims case against them. They did in fact honor it. They contacted me and then honored the warranty. Once they got the summons, they decided that they didn't have a leg to stand on, which they didn't. They absolutely did not. That was the thing that pissed me off the most is, you know, Polaris didn't have a leg to stand on. I had a first year machine. It was the first year the Sportsman 700 came out, and it had known issues. And I had those known issues. You don't have a leg to stand on. And they should have covered it, no questions asked. And they gave me problems. I don't know what's going on. Are they hunting out here? So anyway, long story short, I had a very bad taste in my mouth. I bought 3 Polaris machines in pretty short succession. I bought 2 within 6 months and then bought a third one a couple of years later. And I just kind of bought the third one as kind of a better machine for my wife to ride. Kind of an upgrade. And then I still had the third one for my kids to ride if they so desired. They didn't come out with me often, but when they did, we had a machine for them to ride and whatnot. And so I had the 3 Polaris machines. and had problems with all three of them. Problems that should not have happened. So there's that. All right, so let's go ahead and shut these cameras down for the purposes of. Oh wow! Wait a minute. What's this up here? 21 minutes. Yeah, that's not a bad run. They got a windmill up here, water tank, probably for some grazing animals there and whatnot. But that's cool. Kind of a neat thing to see in the middle of nowhere. Sun's starting to get higher in the sky, so it's starting to get a little warmer. But we'll get back to you when we get to the top of the mountain. That sounds like a plan. But it gets a little narrow, a little more narrow.